everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how I stay organized. So I get a lot of questions about what planner I use, how I use it, how I stay organized. So today I'm really just going to talk about my organizational system. So really I only use a couple things to help me stay on top of everything. Number one is a very consistent color coding system. Number two is this super awesome planner. And number three is Apple iCal. First I'm going to show you guys how I use my physical planner, and then we'll move on to the iCal. To start off with, I use the monthly spread to organize my color key, as you can see on the left, and I use this page really to talk about big events and look at my assignments that are due, appointments, and other things that I really need to make sure that I'm on top of. For the color key, I really like to use these highlighters, which as you can see come in so many colors. These are the brand Zebra Midliners, and I'll definitely leave a link for them in the description box because they're so amazing. Moving on to the daily spread, you can see I don't really have anything filled out yet. I really wanted to give you guys a realistic idea of how I plan out my week, so I'm going to walk you through that process. So the first thing I'll do is start out by planning my daily schedule on the today side of this planner. And I really like this planner because it really gives me the opportunity to see extensively when I have class, when I have meetings, and other things, so I can see exactly what I'm doing that day and plan things around it. So I prefer to make sure my schedule is written out on each day, and then I will color code my schedule based on the color code key that you saw on the monthly spread. And then I'll move on to the to-do section. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go to the monthly spread and double check to see if I have any major assignments, essays, or exams that week, and I make sure that if I do have any of those that week, I will put them in the today's top 3 section. So this week, since I don't have any assignments, I'm going to go ahead and skip those for the today's top 3 section, and I'm going to go and move straight on to looking at all of my syllabi and making sure that I have all of the readings that I have to do filled out in each one of the to-do sections. Then I'll make sure that each to-do item is color-coded for the correct class. As you can see, I definitely have a lot of spaces for to-do items, so really during the day I will go through and fill out even the small things in this section to make sure that I'm on top of everything. Lastly, one of my favorite things about this planner is that I have this really awesome week at a glance section on the weekend page. So it's really awesome because I can prioritize all of the major assignments on the weekend and not really have to worry about forgetting what's coming up next. So that's basically all I do for my physical planner. I really like this one because, as you saw, there's a lot of space for to-do items. It helps me keep track of my schedule, and I can keep track of my spending, my major assignments due, and there's also a space for daily gratitude, which is pretty cool. Moving on to how I use iCal, I absolutely love my planner and I definitely make sure that everything is up to date there, but it's really cumbersome to carry around everywhere, and relying solely on it to make appointments and things like that just isn't going to work for me. I really like how it looks and how easy it is to use, and another thing that's great about it is that it syncs with my iCloud, so my laptop, iPhone, and iPad all stay on the same page and I don't really have to worry about one being out of date. If you're looking for something that isn't Apple, you can also use Google Calendar. If you have a Gmail account, it's a great way to keep track of your schedule, and it does sync across anything that has Gmail. So in my iCal, I have my standard weekly schedule for class, work, and everything else that I have, and it's all in the same color key as the one that I use in my planner. I told you I like to keep everything consistent, and I really like this color key that I've devised. So I use my iCal mainly as a reference for when I'm making new appointments and keeping track of what free time I have. If you wanted to use iCal as a to-do list, you can definitely put your list items in as all-day events, and then they'll appear at the top of the day and stay there for you to keep track of. For me, I prefer to have my to-do list on paper, so I usually won't use iCal for that kind of thing. And if I do have a list that I need to keep with me on the go, I'll typically use reminders. So yeah, that's pretty much all I use to stay organized. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned and see more of how I'm sticking to my resolutions in 2017. See you guys in my next video. Bye!